Good morning. I hope you're having a good Monday, a nice little magical Monday. We're here for an anxiety meditation. I'll wait for some people to pop in. It's cold again. You see me wrapped up in blankets. It's so cold. I have my heater on back here. We'll get started in a couple seconds. I needed a little caffeine this morning, a little magical juice this morning to get started. And I will tell you, baby kitty is already loud. So if you start to hear meowing, she's right here already. She is already trying to take over the meditation. See her? Hi, baby kitty. She's being bossy and mouthy this morning. Huh? Yeah? You want grandma? So let's settle on down. We'll get ready for our meditation. If she starts to meow, we just ignore her, okay? She thinks she's the boss. As we settle on down, I want you to notice, take a breath. What are we feeling anxious about this week? Do we have feelings of anxiousness or anxiety about something this week? Me, I'm going on a trip, so flying is always anxious to me. Those feelings of anxiety about getting to the airport, being there, having everything, not forgetting something, and just being on time. So take a breath. Notice when those feelings of anxiety rise in your body. What is it for you this week? What is making you feel anxious? Notice as that sensation rises into your body. And as you exhale, I want you to kind of focus. Is it anxiousness or fear? I just read a book this week that correlates anxiety and fear. And sometimes maybe our bodies don't know the difference. Fear is very normal. We label anxiety as something bad. But being anxious and being fearful are normal things to have in your life. As we take a big breath in, I want you to fill the lungs, fill the belly, and exhale heavy. Again, fill the belly, the chest. Take a big breath in, and exhale heavy. One more big breath in. Fill the chest and fill the belly. And a long exhale out. Do those feelings of anxiety and fear still feel the same? Were you able to calm it a little bit after one round of breath? Noticing any difference as those feelings arise again? Again, focusing on what makes us anxious or fearful this week. We're going to do one more round of breath. When you're ready, feeling the belly, the chest, and exhale slowly. Again, fill the belly and the chest. And exhale slowly. One more, fill the belly, fill the chest. And exhale slowly. Tuning in again, noticing how we feel after the second round of breath. Do those feelings of anxiety or fear creep up as fast or as full as they did before the breath? And we're going to work on a little tapping to work on our nervous system. We're going to take our hands and we're going to do a little butterfly effect. So we're going to take them like this. So the palms are facing in, and we're going to link the thumbs. So just a very quick, take them through, link the thumbs, and we're going to place those on the chest. So if you need to see that again, hands are out in front, thumbs are just going to connect, and we're going to leave those on the chest. This is a great exercise you can do when you're laying in bed at night, maybe anxious for the next day, or when you first wake up. And we're going to start another round of breath. Same thing, we're going to fill the chest, and we're going to exhale, press on the chest first. When you're ready, a big inhale in, fill the chest all full, big breath, and exhale, press the palms down. Again, inhale, fill the chest full, palms rise, exhale, a big press. Again, big breath in, feel the chest rise, full of air, and as we exhale, press back down. And now we're going to start to tap, just lifting the fingers up. Start to tap the chest. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, activating that so your body starts to calm down. Sometimes if you get super anxious, it's really good to do a little tapping. This activates the nervous system and kind of calms it down when it's feeling overwhelmed. Thumbs are still linked, and we're just lifting one side and tapping the other. Breathing in and breathing out. It doesn't have to be fast like I'm doing it. It can be slow. You can sway from side to side as you do it if that feels good. Adding some motion into the body. Notice again, those feelings of anxiety and fear. Are they creeping in again? Are these methods of breath and tapping giving you a sense of relief, a sense of comfort, or just letting you know that these feelings of fear and anxiety are just normal feelings? It's okay to feel anxious and fearful. It's normal facts of life. What's not normal is to lead with anxiety and fear. You will never be able to enjoy full joy or your life if you just let it overtake those special times in your life. Anytime something good happens, you alternately feel like something bad has to happen. It doesn't. No one deserves that. No one needs that in their life. No matter whatever you do in your life, no one deserves the alternate bad to come to them. A few more taps and we're going to do another round of breath. So if you started to sway, we'll come back to center. And if you don't like the thumbs linked, you can just cross the hands over top this time, or just put the hands on the chest, whatever feels good to you. I'm going to try it this way so that you can see. And we're going to fill the chest with air again, and we're going to gently press down. This is kind of a Reiki position. Sometimes we hold it like this, but it's hard to hold the elbow, so it's perfectly okay to let the elbows kind of fall toward to the side. And as we tune in again, we're going to inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, gently press down, squeezing all the air out. Again, inhale, fill the lungs. Full breath in. Exhale, press the chest, releasing all the air out. Again, inhale. Fill the belly, fill the chest. And exhale, press down. Now, if you want to try a different way, you can, either crossing the hands, linking the thumbs, or just keeping the hands here. We're going to do one more round. When you're ready, a full breath in. And exhale, press gently onto the chest. Release the air out. Again, full breath in. Fill the belly, fill the lungs, fill the chest. Exhale, release all the air out. Again, inhale. Fill the belly, fill the chest. And exhale, squeeze or press the air out. Keeping the palms on the chest, a gentle press, drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Take a couple breaths and just notice how you feel when you add gentle pressure to the top of the chest. Activating the throat chakra and a little bit of the heart. Those two spaces, when they are both blocked, create a lot of anxiousness. The throat chakra is here, the heart chakra is here. When we have blockages here, it tends to really activate the anxiety in our bodies. So notice how that feels. Notice when we feel anxious, we know that the throat chakra and the heart chakra are out of balance together. We feel that energy kind of stuck between these two planes or these two areas. And maybe with your eyes closed, we imagine blue and green in our mind's eye. This is why when we think of the ocean or the waves, that crystal clear blue water with that hint of green, it's calming, it's soothing. We use the sound of the ocean and the waves to calm our anxiousness or our anxiety. They're totally correlated. Or the sounds of nature, that green, lush grass, the blue skies. Finding calm in nature is also really good for anxiety. So you could always play an ocean sound. Placing your hands on your throat chakra and your heart. Taking a couple breaths before we go to the next section. We have one more section where we're going to give ourselves a hug, our little meditation hug. So right hand or left hand is going to stack on the shoulder. We're just going to stack those hands above each other. And this time we can feel the elbows. So no matter which side, one side is going to be higher, right? As we stack. So I want you to really grab the shoulders. So you can grab the outside or the top. I have short arms, so I'm going to grab the outside. And we're just going to kind of wiggle back and forth or rock from side to side. You can kind of press the elbows down on the chest, rock from side to side. Or you can go forward and back. Or you can do circles. Taking a big breath in. And exhale, squeeze those elbows down or together with the arms crossed. Taking a breath in and out. And maybe this little bit of motion helps wiggle out that anxiety, that fearfulness we hold in our bodies. Take a breath in, squeeze the arms down. And if you're doing circles, we'll switch halfway through. So no worries. Or if you want to do a little forward and back in between, you can. And maybe you fold down a little bit and then rock back. And as you fold forward, you give yourself a little squeeze as you kind of cocoon forward. Can you give yourself a big squeeze, your first hug of the day to yourself, giving yourself some self-love. And if you were circling around, let's go the opposite direction. At least for a couple breaths to even out the energy. Have you been extra hard on yourself? Has it been an extra stressful time with your family or at work? Give yourself an extra squeeze, a little tighter one. And for Jody, I know she likes to give herself a little smooch. Give yourself a little smooch if you need it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we wait for people to do those things in our life, and we realize we could have been doing it for ourselves the entire time. We are worthy and valuable of things for ourselves, even if others don't see it. It's okay. And if you want me, I'll give you a little virtual hug. And if you want to go forward and back again, rocking, lifting the elbows up and pressing the elbows down, giving yourself a little press. That same section where the arms cross is where we were tapping earlier. So as you press where the arms cross, feel a press in that same area, regulating the nervous system. Just another breath or two. As we come back to center, we're going to take the hands, uncross them. We're going to bring the right arm to the chest, or you can do the left hand and the other one. So we're going to take our hands above the chest and below the chest on our throat chakra and our heart chakra. And I want you to notice how that feels. Like I said, anxiety is the throat chakra and the heart chakra. Unimbalanced, just having a heyday in between there. That energy blockage between the throat chakra and the heart chakra. That stagnant energy that just feels like a dark hole in your soul, in the center of your chest, radiating across your shoulders. And as we take a breath in, I want you to notice how you feel. In the last exercise, I want you to imagine that anxiety going across your shoulders and just dropping off like a waterfall down your arms and your palms and into the universe, just letting it roll off the shoulders. I know they always say that, like, let it roll off your back, let it roll off your shoulders. Don't take things so personal. And when someone says that to you and it really pisses you off and you're like, how dare you say that? Let it roll off your shoulders. Let it waterfall off your shoulders and your back. I like to imagine a beautiful waterfall rolling right down my back, And letting that fear and anxiety go into the earth. Letting Mother Nature absorb it. Letting my worries just go to the universe. It knows what's best for me always, whether I believe it or not. So I let go of that fear. I let it wash down my shoulders, down my back, and let it resonate into the earth and into the universe. Knowing that whatever is supposed to happen for me will happen for me. And as we seal this practice in this morning, I want you to go throughout this week and say, I am anxious. I do not have anxiety. I have anxious thoughts. I have fearful thoughts. These thoughts can pass in and out. I am not anxiety. I am not fearful. I have anxious and fearful thoughts. I can let them roll in and I can let them roll out. This will not define me. This will not control me. And anytime those fearful and anxious thoughts roll in, I want you to say, I am not anxious. I am not fearful. This is an anxious thought, and this is a fearful thought. I will take a breath in. I will take a breath out, knowing that it'll pass in and it'll pass out. As you take that last breath in and exhale fully, noticing how you feel at the end of the meditation and mindfulness. I hope you feel less anxious and less stressful about this week. I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you can use this practice whenever you have a really stressful day or anxious time. Pop this in. It'll be on my YouTube, and I hope you can use this and kind of help yourself get through those anxious and fearful times. Remember that you are not anxiety. It does not control you. It'll roll in and it'll roll out. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. I'll be back from DC and I will have another meditation and I will let you know. Have a great week. Thank you so much. Bye.